You cannot manifest the money or the love or anything else in your life if you don't get back to being yourself. Hey, everybody. You know what? Today I want to walk you through some stuff about really getting back to you, because you cannot manifest the money or the love or anything else in your life if you don't get back to being yourself. I was reminded recently, and I was going to actually share this morning. I've been questioning myself, going, we start a new job, we have children, we do things, or someone in your family dies and it recalibrates. It could be your pet that dies, and the way you plug into the world completely changes. Anyone relate to me with that one? Well, we're going to dive deep on that today, of how do you make this shift back to self when these crises in life happen. I have a neighbor who just got diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and it's just dominating her world right now. And it's time for us to actually get back to ourselves and get back inside. But don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell. Why? Because I'm here to help you to get to a life that you absolutely love. Of all things, this morning I woke up to a text message from someone, and it's a picture. I don't know if you can see this. It's of me on my sailboat that I had. I actually delivered a baby, and my boat got delivered all within 3 days of each other. I gave birth on June 30th, and on July 2nd, my sailboat, the first boat that I ever owned, was delivered. And I was looking at this picture this morning, and lately, I'm sure a lot of you have been sitting here going, wow, we've been through quite a number of years, like the pandemic, all the craziness in the world. And how do I get back to self? How do I get back to doing what I love to do? And I started to write down. So I'm going to encourage you to take some reflective time today, is to write down, what are you the best at? I also wanted to share this book that I'm reading, and this is Manifesting Self by Colleen Brindley. I went and spoke at Colleen's Center, Infant Healing and Wellness in New Jersey, in Ocean, New Jersey, this past weekend. And, I picked up her book, and it was a great reminder for me that these life experiences, in the financial planning world, we call this that you want to get a hold of clients when they have a turn of events. So they're having a baby, they're buying a house, they're getting divorced, that had a death in the family, they're getting married a second time, their kids are going to college. That is a great time for a financial planner to actually come in and help you redesign some things or get in alignment with yourself. And that's, of course, if the financial professional that you're talking to is actually a planner and not somebody who's just trying to sell you a bunch of products. So certainly be careful there, that you want somebody who's actually your advocate and not somebody who's just trying to sell a product. So if you're not writing them a check for their advice, guess what? It's always going to be product driven. It's not going to be you driven. And so that's something just to keep in mind when you're working with professionals out there in the world. But Colleen's, when I was on the way home, I picked up Colleen's book, and Colleen and I have known each other for years. And I was reminded of the fact that what is it that I'm really great at and mastering? Because I am the teacher of teachers. I master everything that I do. And it's wow, we've had the pandemic. I've had changes in how my business operates. I'm sure you have changes in how you've been working with your work world. And I have a kid starting high school, 3, and still a grammar school, lots of change, right? And we have to remind ourselves, what are you the best at? And I was reflecting that for myself. I'm really great at relationships, and I'm really great at this deep connection with people. I can get to exactly where it is that you're supposed to be sitting with it within an hour of talking to you. I can sit here and see straight through. And Colleen actually helped remind me of that this weekend. She said, Julie, me and my husband, we sat with you, and within just a little bit of time, all of a sudden you gave us this nugget. And that's what I'm the greatest at. So I started to reflect, and I started to go into going, Where am I not applying in my life this thing that I'm actually really, really great at? And I started to reflect going, oh, I'm building this online platform with all this new social media and all these things. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh, I've taken the heart out of the business aspect of what I do. And meaning that I'm trying to go into this new venture and help more people by doing an online platform, but I'm doing it in a way that doesn't bring the heart along somewhat. There's a lot of what I do that brings the heart along, but there's this other part in how I'm trying to reach new people that I've never met before that the heart isn't there. So I'm going to encourage you this week, as I've been reflecting on like my picture that I showed of the sailboat, like, you know what? I love the water. That pulls my heart out. It drops me into my heart. And I need to spend more time being out there on the water and being around water because it's something that makes my heart sing. And because if my heart is really in alignment with those things in my world, when I'm on my personal time, it's a natural for it to then leak into my business world. And why is any of this important? All of this is important because if your heart's not along for the ride, my course that I'm teaching is a 6-week course that you can take online. It's you have to align your heart, your mind, and your wallet. And we do everything from the mind. So for an example, in my business world, if I'm just doing it all on the metrics and, my CFO tells me this is what we got to do financially and this is what we have to do, it takes all the fun out of it for me. I've realized it can be fast and efficient, but it takes the heart out of it for me. So they'll report to me like, oh, the numbers look great, blah, blah. It is not about the numbers. The numbers are a component of it, but that's not the driver. The heart is the driver. So remember, in anything you do, whether it's your financial life, your personal life, family or work life, your relationships at work or home or family, you have got to put your heart into it. So reflect back on your life today and look at where are you not mastering self? Colleen's book, I'll put the link below. It's a really great roadmap to get back into your authentic self and to really lift yourself up and really reflect on what is true for you. It's a good workbook, an easy read. And if you're really jammed up because you're not in touch with your heart and you're jammed up financially, my book, The Emotion Behind Money, really helps you to dive into asking some of those tough questions as to why are you not aligning your heart with your mind and your wallet? And, we are here to help you get to a place that you absolutely love in your life. So go to juliemurphy.com, be part of our community, or you can click on the link below, take my 6-week course. You're going to have me with live coaching throughout there. And until then, be sure to have a great week because you matter. Talk to you soon.